Hey guys, it's Ari. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my brand new pair of bonded rabbits. I'm so excited, and in this video I'm going to be telling you how I bonded them. So the process took about 2 weeks and I'm still working on it. I'm taking it very slow with these two. They are both male rabbits. And if you watch my previous video, you'll be able to meet them and see what they look like and which rabbits I'm talking about. This is Ricoh Radar in here, and let's just go and show you my journey with them. So before I even started the bonding process, I had them in a cage next to each other for about a month. I would recommend having them in a cage next to each other for at least a week before you even decide to start bonding them. So Ricoh did have a few nips towards Radar here, as you could see. That was totally expected and totally normal. It wasn't super aggressive, so I didn't end up interfering. I did have a dustpan in my left hand on the side. In case I needed to separate them, you should always have something in case that you need to separate your bunnies because they are being too aggressive towards each other. This was just a stress session in a milk crate that I found, and I was just doing what I could to get them to be a little bit more used to each other. So day 2 I think went really good. Ricoh groomed himself a little bit at the beginning. Radar was trying to snuggle a little bit, which I was really happy about. Ricoh was more focused on his territory around him than Radar in the milk crate with him. And so this was just another stress session, as you can see, and here they cuddled a little bit, which I was really happy about, and this was only day 2, so they were making tremendous progress in a short amount of time. So day 3, I did 2 short sessions. As you can see, I was petting them a little bit. This was in a sink on my lanai, just a different space for them to get used to and to be with each other in. They did so good. There was no aggression at all. And I just really think this session went pretty good. So this was the second session. I did another stress session in a milk crate again, and the bunnies were definitely more used to the milk crate at this time. Ricoh was cleaning himself there, and Radar was kind of just relaxing. They were both minding their own business, not really interested in each other though. So here I started shaking the crate a little bit just to see if they would cuddle or get close to each other more under stress. So for day 4, I decided I'd give them a slightly bigger area, and I put them in a bathtub in my house. They both basically kept their distance from each other and weren't very interested in each other. So I decided that this might be a too big space, but I gave them time to see what they would do and see how they would react. They started getting a little bit closer to each other, which I was really happy about, and just basically started getting to know their territory more. So for day 5, I brought them back to a milk crate and decided I'd do some forced snuggling and some stress session with them. They both did really good here, and so I kept it a very short session. I didn't do anything too long, and I just thought they both did really well. For day 6, I took them back to the bathtub and I gave them way more time with each other, and they did very, very well. There was no aggression, nothing, and everything just went so well this day. So on this day, I decided to give them a more neutral place, which was an X pen in the grass. As you can see here, Radar did start becoming territorial, and I just let them be just to see how things would go. So this day was just not the best day. Neither was the next day. Radar was just being pretty territorial and getting on Rico's case all the time. So I just had to give them more time and couldn't expect things to rush so fast. So for day 9, I did some more forced snuggling and another stress session. I brought them back to the beginning where they were doing really well and decided to see how things would go. So the next day, I then again gave them a bigger area. I set up an X pen on my lanai and decided to give them some banana. You can see Rico loves banana and he's hogging all the banana from Radar, and I feel so bad. But they are both seeming to share bananas well and not being aggressive towards each other with food, and so I thought that was a really good sign. So this day felt like one of the longest days of my life. Watching them for 5 hours was pretty tiring, but this was not the longest bonding session I did. They did really good this day, and I thought they made a lot of progress. So the next day I had 2 sessions, and I decided that I would do a stress session at the beginning. A lot of times when I did a stress session first and then I put them in a larger area, they did so much better with each other. So I thought that I would continue to do this since it helped a lot. So I had just finished doing a stress session with them, and I decided that I would let them hop out of the crate themselves, which they did gladly. And the stress sessions just really helped me with everything, and I think that those were the breakthrough point for their bonding. It just really helped. So I almost cried when it came to this part because I was tired of watching them, but the sweetest, greatest thing had happened. They cuddled with each other and I was so happy. I was like, finally, there's this point where I can trust them, leaving them together without me having to sit here and watch them all the time. This was really amazing and so great to watch. They were snuggling in their house, they were snuggling everywhere, and basically this whole experience was just amazing. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching my Bonding Rabbits video. I just wanted to say that all rabbits are different. Every single rabbit in the world has its own brain and personality, just like people. So what worked for me may not work for you. A lot of different techniques and tricks are out there. So many different channels have bonding rabbit videos, and I just thought I'd share my journey with you. Hopefully something in here may have helped you if you're trying to bond your rabbit. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!